Hey y'all, I was just gonna show you the plum tree I got there. It didn't do so well last year when we went to Ripley to get it. I kind of screwed up and didn't wrap it with anything, any kind of a, canvas or a tarp or anything, and I thought it was down inside the bed of my truck good enough. Well, it and the other trees I bought last year over there at Ripley and brought home, they got wind swept real bad and put them into shock, and well, they didn't really look very well, and I wasn't going to take the time to put them in the ground because I'll be quite honest with you, I didn't think they was going to come out. But anyway, as you can see, it did come out this year. That's being in the pots out here, even in the cold temperature that we had, that we're going to be having again. I'm actually going to, since this one's already blooming, I am going to be putting some tarps over the top of it to try to keep some of the cold off when it gets here this weekend on Sunday night. But I was just going to show you, we're fixing to go to Ripley, and this is where I got that tree from last year. But the tree came out all right. I watered it real good and just kept goat fertilizer on it. And so with that being said, I think it come out pretty good. Here's the other tree. It hadn't started blooming yet, but I don't really care at this point in time. It made it through the year. I don't care, I just like that I didn't lose my money with it. So, but with that being said, we're fixing to head to Ripley. We're gonna go get some more trees. I learned my lesson from last year, so y'all gonna see how I'm gonna protect my trees this year. And y'all come with us on this journey, and we're gonna go see some animals and get some fruit trees. Over the top of it to try to keep some of the cold off when it gets here this weekend on Sunday night. But I was just going to show you, we're fixing to go to Ripley, and this is where I got that tree from last year. But the tree came out all right. I watered it real good, just kept goat fertilizer on it.
Filming?
And so with that being said, I think it come out pretty good.
You're going to overlay this with music.
It hadn't started blooming yet, but I don't really care at this point in time. It made it through the year. I don't care. I just like that I didn't lose my money with it. So,
Alright, so we're on the road to Ripley. There's something called Ripley Trade Days, or First Monday. That's what folks around here call it, because that's what it was originally. Bless their hearts, we're behind a scrap hauler, and this poor guy has apparently just went and drug out old car parts, loaded them up on a trailer.
he took the trees with him.
He did. We're kind of watching this branch get dragged along the pavement, and
I'm waiting for something to come off the truck, so don't mind me.
so while we're riding, it made me think of something that happened one time when we were riding down this very same road.
In this very same truck. Almost in the very same spot, now that she says that.
We're very close to the spot where it happened. And I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit here. I grew up in the country, but my daddy took me deer hunting. We didn't really hunt turkeys, so I didn't really know a whole lot about wild turkeys and had never raised them. Yes, I'm telling on myself, just hush. Just hush. So, we're going down the road, and there are these two toms. I'm guessing they were both toms.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
There are these two toms coming across the field, and I went, oh, hey, look at the turkeys. At the point that I said that, they had not broken into a run. Well, about the time the last word leaves my mouth, they break into a run.
Which, if you know wild turkeys, they can come from a dead stop to a fly, but they like to run to get, kind of like geese, to get their running start into flying. Keep this in mind.
So, actually, there's the field it happened in.
Okay.
So, they're running, and there's a little slope down, and then it slopes back up to the road.
And then there's woods across the street.
And then then there's woods on this side of us. That's where they were headed, was those woods. So Larry here turns and looks, and he sees the second turkey in line, but he misses the first. He misses seeing the first, because the first apparently had taken off and taken flight Was it the first one or the second one we ended up hitting?
The first one.
So it goes, takes off, and comes, literally scrapes one of its feet along the top of the truck up here.
He hit it hard enough, I thought maybe we had killed him.
We went back and looked for him, couldn't find him.
Couldn't find him.
But yeah, that's our little.
There was turkey track where a turkey foot had went across the hood, the top of the truck, and some manure. I'm just going to use manure. Some manure and feathers that was on top of it. So we scared the manure out of him. If you know what I'm saying? He poo-poo all over the place.
Yeah, so that's our funny little story coming down Highway 30 here. And yeah, because I didn't think anything about it, about them running across the pastures. Just like, oh look, there's turkeys there.
Yeah, and I just thought they were like standing, so I went to turn to look, and when I realized one was running, I was like, baby, and about that time, that's when that one come up and over the top of the truck. I'm like, whoa.
We really thought it was about to come through the windshield.
And we had our puppy at the time, which was Grizz, the big black dog that you see in our video. He was a puppy at the time, and we had him in here. And
it was actually the day we picked him up.
Yeah, and it scared the dog bejesus out of him. He was like, I mean, it's not like he, got scared, but he like looked up like, what just happened? So yeah. My wife now knows that if she sees turkeys running, she will say, baby, watch out for the turkeys, like she does, baby, watch out for the deer. Not, baby, look at the turkey. Yeah.
I didn't know, Lord. So, but yeah, I think every time we've come down this road since then, we're like, hey, there's that field where the turkeys were.
Yeah, because last night we went to go pick up windows for a greenhouse, the old double hung windows, and we had to come this way last night, and that's one of the first things come out of my mouth last night when I passed. I go, do you remember the field, baby?
Yeah. Lots of fun.
Hey, the adventures of having a farm and being in the country.
Pretty much. So, we've still got about 35 minutes worth of driving.
And that's not counting the wait time in the line to get in the parking.
Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of cold and nasty. Maybe there won't be that many people.
It'd be nice if they weren't.
It would be really nice. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see when we get there. About to have a moment of truth. We're about to find out just how much traffic we're going to have to sit through to get there. You get pretty days. This is a big open air flea market, basically is what it is. And you get pretty days that if you are late like we are, it's, about 11 o'clock in the morning. And this is late to get to Ripley. This is late to get to First Monday. But we're going to find out in about a mile and a half, baby.
If it's bad.
Yeah, if it's bad. Here's to hoping. Here's to hoping it's not bad. Because we've sat out an hour.
Hour and a half in traffic trying to get through to parking to get to First Monday. And then on top of that, we're only going for trees today. We're going to look at a few other things because we always kind of browse through.
Around, yeah.
But anything from farm equipment to used trucks to firearms to beagles to hounds to goats to sheep to quail, everything is here. I mean, and we're going to go by a couple of people that we know are here every time, because sometimes we catch lavender Orpingtons there, or blue Orpingtons. So we're going to go through there, just check on them. We're not really looking for buying chickens, but when we come across the lavenders and the blues, especially a good roux or a couple of hens, we'll pick them up. So we'll go by there and you'll see all that. But anything and everything that you could possibly want is here. It really is. The jewelry and the makeup and the soaps and the blue jeans and all of that stuff.
Yeah, there's somebody who actually put up a little building, and you'll see what we're talking about in a little bit.
Well, the traffic's not backed up to Cotton Plant. If y'all have ever looked online, or if you watched the CBS special about Cotton Plant at Christmas time, that's right here. We're lucky in that we have Cotton Plant right here in our back door. It's about a 45-minute drive from our house to get to here.
Look up Christmas at Cotton Plant and you'll see what we're talking about.
It's an open air Christmas thing out here in the middle of nowhere at Cotton Plant, Mississippi. This is an old big plantation area right up against the railroad right here that we just crossed the railroad right there. And it used to be the huge plantation up in this part of the country, and that's the reason it got its name of Cotton Plant. So the people out here weren't sitting here selling this morning, so that's a good indication that we might not have to wait in a lot of traffic, but at least the traffic was not backed up to here to Cotton Plant. So
yeah,
here's to wishing. We still got about 10 miles down the road here, and yes, you just heard me, 10 miles. It's been times it's been backed up to here, 10 miles. So but we'll let y'all know when we get to Ripley, and we'll catch y'all in a little bit.
All right, we made it. Didn't have to wait too long. We're gonna pull in here and get parked, and then we will take y'all out around first Monday.
Today's free, right?
Tomorrow's free.
That's always my luck.
With pouring down rain.
There you go. Have a good one, boss. We could have parked right there, I reckon, if we wanted to walk all the way from out here. But I'm gonna go to the dog yard parking and see if we can't find some parking up here. But as you see, there's a little bit of everything out here at Ripley. I love this bridge. I want a bridge like this.
The creek that runs through the middle of Ripley. So while we're in the process of finding somewhere to park, let me explain something. We keep saying Ripley. If you go and try to find this, you're going to be down here visiting us in Mississippi and you want to come check this out. First of all, it is the weekend before the first Monday of the month. Oh, this is perfect. Great parking spot. So it's a little odd because sometimes it actually ends up falling as the last weekend of the previous month. And what you're going to look for is you're actually going to look for Ripley Trade Days. If you like I said, if you go online, they've got a Facebook page, they've got a website. Ripley is the name of the town that's here, that's close. That's why we keep saying Ripley, because when you look at somebody and you go, oh, I'm going to Ripley or I'm going to First Monday, they know what you mean. This is what you're talking about.
And around here, that's what it's around here, because it has. This started out as a trade days many years ago by just simply farmers and hunters coming together and trading guns, trading their dogs, trading livestock. Really was never no produce down here. It was always larger things, and it slowly but surely grew from one thing to another. This has literally been something that when you even talk to my grandmother, even her mother before she died, Little Ma, they all talked about at least once during the springtime you made a trip to Ripley. And like I just said, in today's modern age with the roads we have, it just took me an hour and 40 minutes to get over here. they would do that even further down in Calhoun County where we were at least once during one of the weekends during the springtime, because you could come up here and get things that you normally couldn't get anywhere else. So that's how this kind of exploded. Granted, it's got a lot of junk that's brought in now, and I call it junk flea trading stuff. But back here in the dog yard and where we go is mainly still the essentials of what this was years and years and years ago. So it's a wonderful place. I love it. I really do. I love coming here at least, if not one weekend in the spring, at least 2 or 3. Here comes somebody leaving now with goats on their trailer.
Oh yeah. Hold on, we're gonna see.
No, that's ain't that sheep? That's sheep. That ain't goat.
Sheep and chickens.
So, as you seen, it's all here. Y'all gonna get to see it. Y'all come on with us. We're gonna take y'all for a trip through the trade days. Come on.
It'll be fun.
Hey y'all, it's Grizz. As we said when we got here, we were coming up here today to get some trees for the farm and some blueberries and stuff. Ripley's always a good place for us to come get our trees and stuff. As you see, you can buy them either in the bundles or they have the pots in the back. Different times of year they got different prices, so I'm not going to exactly say what the price was, but let me just tell you, we got a heck of a deal. We got 10 of the smaller trees because they've always done real well for us when we come in the spring and bought them. We bought some blueberries too. They do a real good for us last time when we put them out. So, but as we said, we came up here to get trees. Now that we've got our trees and stuff, we're gonna head right across over here to the chickens and the fowl, because we need to find out if we can find a hen for Jake. So we're gonna go over here now. Y'all come with us and see if y'all like what we got over here. Hey y'all, one word of advice: if you come to Ripley to buy something, you got to make sure you get a ticket if it's something big like the trees and stuff, because without it you can't get back in the front gate. This allows you to actually drive around. You don't have to carry anything heavy through the place. We didn't know about these tickets and we carried because we never asked, so we carried the first 2 times and we found out about the tickets. So from now on out, I always ask about the tickets. So do yourself a favor, get a ticket so you can go straight in and get your stuff. We'll talk to y'all later. different. I got with a landscaper and asked him how they get trees from one area to the other without killing them, and doing any kind of damage to them at all. And he said the biggest thing is getting something wrapped over top of them. We got this old painter's tarp that we had that we didn't really ever use, so we roll everything around it. Then I'm going to take some of this old jute string here, and I'm just tying it tight, but I'm not tying it to where it's going to hurt itself. And all I'm trying to do is keep the wind from getting up underneath this stuff and really opening it back up. And then back around to itself again. And this way it keeps it from flopping real bad. That way we'll keep it, the air from really just damaging the top of it. As you've seen, some of these were already flowering, so I really don't want to lose no more than I have to. I don't really want to stunt these. Not that I'm looking at getting any kind of a crop off of them this year. Still, I just want them not to be stunted for another year. So y'all stick with us. We'll be at home in a little bit. Y'all come back and see us. And y'all can see that they have funnel cakes here, and they're good. It's almost like a little carnival we kind of do every time we're here.
It's your typical fair food. You have food truck vendors who come and set up. But while we're standing here eating our funnel cake, if you look around, you'll notice that you have like structures, kind of like this one behind me. What this is somebody who paid for a stall space. They paid for it on a long-term basis, and they're able to come in here and actually build their own structures. You have some that are more elaborate than others. There's one lady who brings puppies, and she actually has a shed.
But as you see, there's the main highway out there and the main entrance. There's another tree dealer over there. That's where we bought our blueberries from. We bought our rest of our trees from this one. You just have to talk to them and get the best deal that you can. So,
but you can find a little bit of everything. There were a couple of things we were looking for we didn't find.
Yeah, we didn't find Jake a hen this time. We wish we could have, but
we'll try next
month. Next month will probably be better because this month we didn't have hardly any chicks here. There was hardly anything as far as fowl goes. So,
but a ton of goats.
But
lots
a ton
of
goats because they did it last jaunt. So,
yeah.
But anyway, y'all come back into our channel and watch us some more. And
we're gonna be home in a little bit.
Yep. So I'm gonna go over here and look at the produce over here real quick and see if there's anything I like over there. And we're fixing to get on the road other than that. So. Hey y'all, we're going to show you the haul that we got today. Y'all seen the seven blueberry plants I got. I got them for, they were supposed to be $5 a piece, which would have been $35. I got all 7 of them for $30, so I got a $5 cut on that. So basically I got one of them kind of free. We got 10 of the fruit trees in the bags for 30 bucks. That's $3 a piece. We got seed taters. They said these weren't no good and had these put behind where the guy was selling the fresh produce, and we got the entire bag, which I can guarantee you, look at these things, look at this, I can guarantee you this whole bag is probably closer to 20 pounds than 10. We got it for $3. Now we can't guarantee these prices, we're just telling you what we got our stuff for today. We got a deal of strawberries that looks really good. Of course, these probably come out of the Valley of Texas because right now Texas's Valley is producing their strawberries. We got that for $3. And then we got this bag of white taters with the big eyes on them for $1. We got the hardwood hammer handles for $1 a piece. And then we got the socks for $5 a pop. So as y'all see, it wasn't a bad haul for the day. Good prices. I mean, we already cut up some taters earlier, but you know what, when I seen these taters and seen the eyes on them, I couldn't pass up this deal to pick up some more to try to see, because sometimes when you do cut them up like I showed y'all earlier, sometimes they die or they just don't produce well. So if I can have more, I always put more in there if I can. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to try my hand at them white. I'm going to put some sand in my soil, mix it in real good, because I know that's one of the things about the whites up in the north is they grow in a little bit loamier, sandier soil. So we're going to try that. hammer handles, I couldn't pass up hardwood handles for $1 a piece. I need a couple of handles replaced, so I just couldn't pass that up. This is the reason we come to First Monday, y'all. You never know what kind of deals you're going to get. Haggle with them just like you would anywhere else. I didn't haggle about the hammers or this, but the trees I haggled because I'm wanting a deal. Normally they sell 5 of them trees together in a bundle, and you have to buy, and they're all the same kind of fruit tree. I told him, I was like, look, man, I'm fixing to buy 10 trees. Let me break them up and get 2 of each. And when we get home, we'll lay it out and show y'all what we actually got up there. Because we got a couple of cherries, we got a couple of peaches, we got 4 plums, we got 2 turkey figs. So we got several things. We'll show you. I love them. They're always, these young plants, they do us very well every year. As long as you get them in the ground, protect them and everything else, they do very well. As y'all seen earlier on the ones that made it through the year last year, even after I stunted the damn things, they did well. So look, we're fixing to get in the truck, head back south. We got about an hour and a half drive. When we get home, we'll show y'all the trees a little closer and the blueberries a little closer, all right? Y'all seen how I wrapped everything up, so we'll show you how everything rode to the house when we get there. Y'all come on along with us this time, all right? Hey y'all, we made it back home. Ended up being a 3-hour side trip. My wife decided to go to Tupelo, Mississippi to go to Joann's, but we needed some more stuff, so that's okay. Saturdays and Sundays seem to be our time when we go to town and get some things accomplished and that kind of stuff. So, but as I said, I would show you when we got back home. As you see, all my blooms are still on my blueberries. We got 7 of those in here total. Not all of them had blooms on them. That's fine, but I'm just showing you that even the ones that did have, the plum trees that we got that had blooms on them came home with their blooms on them. Nobody got wind wet, anything like that. We got 2 cherries. We got 2 red skin peaches. We got 4 of the methley plums, and we got 2 turkey figs, plus the 7 blueberries that we picked up today. So all of them made it home. I told you I would show you. I mean, the wind didn't even get 1 bloom off of any of this stuff. So if you need to go a long way to get your plants and your fruit trees and your blueberries or your blackberries, whatever it may be, just remember, take you a painter's tarp. It's not too heavy to damage the tree, but it's heavy enough to keep the wind from actually doing it. Wrap your plants up a little tight with some jute string, sawgrass string, whatever you want to call it. Wrap it up there kind of tight like. Keep it down inside your truck or on your trailer, and everything should ride fine. We actually turned all these pots over on their side, the blueberries on their side, so that we could get the tarp over them and put big blocks of wood on the back side of the tarps to hold that down. Then we just had a net as extra precautionary over the top, just to keep anything from the wind getting under it and maybe billowing it up and making it start flapping. So that was just something we added extra. But as you see, everything got here fine. We won't do it tonight, but tomorrow I will be covering all of this. That's the reason I'm kind of leaving it in here together. We're going to grab them other pear trees we got over there, which as you see, they got the Home Depot stuff on them. We got those actually after the season was over with, and we took a $24 tree that normally costs you a good little bit just to get 1 tree. They had them on sale for 75% off at the end of the year. So sometimes even your big box office, not box offices, sometimes your big box stores, sorry about that. Sometimes you can find some good deals there. But like I said, we basically got 6 of the blueberries, and you see how good these plants look. Hey Dolly, you gonna come out here too, baby? 6 of these blueberries and got 1 free because we did a deal with the person selling them. These trees, you see, they're almost as high as I am. Most of them, they're between 5 and 6 foot tall. That's normally a 3-year-old tree when it starts blooming like this. We got each one of them trees for $3. For a tree you can put in the ground for $3 and then turn around and start getting fruit off of it the next year, because normally between years 4 and 5 is when you first start getting your first fruit off your tree. To me, that's a no-brainer right there, because it's going to be something that I'm going to get in the ground cheaply and get something out of here pretty quick like. Hello, Gabriel. Did you decide to come out and join us too, dude? We have the entire herd out here, as you can see. We got Gabriel, and we got Bear, and we got Grizz, and we got Mal, and we got Dolly, and Meow Meow, and Yes, we have everybody. So anyway, y'all, hey, look, it's been a wonderful trip today. It was a great day. Anytime I get to spend the day with my beautiful wife, it's always even better. But when I get to bring y'all along, that's a joyful day for me as well. So I hope y'all appreciate this. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Maybe learned a little something from it, even from our mistake last year. And hey, y'all have a blessed day. And as always, be safe.